Oh joy, I'm at the whiteboard again. So, my other video, I was talking about CCP and how the engine would run with the amount of cylinder pressure you have. So, how do you calculate that? Well, you don't. You get online and you use a calculator. What calculator? Okay, first of all, let's go over a few things. The calculator that I'm about to tell you is not for V8 engines, okay? So why do I use it? Well, it is the most specific one out there. You can plug in your information and it'll spit out the number and it'll be within 5 psi, okay? It's for engines, and these are the things that it will need, okay? If you don't have these things, well, these two are optional. If you don't have these things on your cold cranking compression calculator, it's not going to give you an accurate number. You want to go to Big Boys, with a Z, bigboysheadporting.com. Go to the calculators, go to Twin Cam Compression and Displacement Calculator, okay? From there, you're going to plug in the bore, stroke, rod length, head gasket thickness, head gasket bore, cylinder head volume, deck height, optional piston diameter. That's above the top ring land, the compression ring, okay? The diameter at the very top. And the top ring land. When I say top ring land, that's the distance from the top of the piston to the top of the ring land, or the top of the ring where it goes, yeah, from the top of the piston to the top of the compression ring. Yeah. The piston dome volume, of course. Intake valve closing at 50, okay? I know CompCams likes to make their camshafts look bigger than what they are because they use the .006 method or whatever. You need intake valve closing at 50 thou, okay? And then, of course, your altitude correction. If you don't have those, you're not going to be anywhere near where you need to be. Most online calculators, they use a volumetric efficiency way, and don't use those calculators. You'll never get within the vicinity and even in the ballpark of what your cranking compression ratio is going to be. Every time I've used this calculator, I have been within 5 psi. Actually, I've been within 3 psi. So go to bigboysheadporting.com, plug in all this information, and it will spit out the number. If you get these two, okay, these two right here, if you don't put these in, the variance is anywhere from 6 to 7 psi. It's really just 6 and 7 psi variance, okay? But if you plug those two in, you'll get within 3 to 5 psi. It's really good. It's really helpful. This is what I use for all my engines, and they are within 3 to 5 psi, guaranteed. I don't know what else to add to that. So if you're wondering, hey, I'm building this engine. I got this, this, and this. I got all the information. How's it going to run? Plug it in, and you will see. I'm not advertising for those guys. I have nothing to do with those guys. They just have a kick-ass calculator, and it works. So don't be discouraged or don't be shied away from it being a Harley-Davidson site and it only being 2 cylinders. You're not worried about the 2-cylinder part. You just want a cylinder. This will calculate a cylinder, okay? So, oh, one other thing, the deck height, you'll see 2 there. That calculator actually takes the averages of those two numbers. So if you know you have a 0 deck, just fill in the boxes, 0.00, and the other box 0.00. And that's it. Other than that, the bore stroke and rod length, you want to go over to the right and it'll see alternate bore, alternate stroke, and alternate rod length. You just put in your information there. And that's it. That's it. It'll work every time, and you will be very pleased. If you build an engine that is in the 190s, you will be very, very pleased, and you will think to yourself, why haven't I been building my engines this way to begin with? So use them. It's there. It's simple to use. Do yourself a favor. Get your math right. The easy way. There you go. That's all I'm saying. I'm done. No more.